eyes are the windows of the soul, and words, specifically notes, can kill. Yes, it's time for
Engineer Reacts.
In most Android circles, we refer to the note as the reference, aka the bar. Now, this journey starts with pictures. Seems like everything does, right? So I have two photos, one taken from the Note and one from the Pixel 6 Pro. That's how I set my baseline. And then I look at the color grading based on my color graded Sony a6400. When you first see the Note, you're overwhelmed about how beautiful it looks. And I can say it takes beautiful photos in my estimation. So I will just point out that what draws me to this particular Note, as someone that has been critical on Samsung, I don't think they use their best sensors on their cameras. I really think they did a great job of providing the contrasty feel for people like myself that likes to see blacker blacks, whiter whites. I love the contrast that we're seeing on these Samsungs. And one of the things that I know I'll utilize, and some people might think it's a gimmick, so to speak, will be the 30 times zoom. I mean, I got some great shots of this duck that I saw seemed like a block away from me just by using the 30 times zoom. I think this is a usable photo in my opinion. Now, sometimes what comes up a lot is with regards to photos again is shutter lag. And there is a lag. So all we're talking about here is when you actually press the shutter button. If you move the phone, you may see a delay, right? Because you press the shutter button, the phone moves, and you're in the wrong spot, right? So when I first turned on the Note, the first thing I had to do was immediately take the pen out and say, let me start using this. So I am definitely going to be the team of let's see what I as a new Note user can do, because I will tell you there's so much stuff that has been added by Google on the Pixel that I use it for my business phone as well, and like assistant voice type and all that stuff. What can I do to kind of take some of those chores away and still keep me as efficient as I am now? So I will point out that if you are picking up any phone that's based on Android, it's no different. Android 12, I should say. So the Pixel was completely taken to task. It was, the worst thing ever. It's unusable. Android 12 is trash. And I will point out, like I've told some people that rock Samsung, pretty much any issue that you can produce that's an Android 12 developer issue, because the one thing that you can tell, since I'm a developer as well, you're not going to tell me that you're going to have an OS and then put a skin on it and those bugs mysteriously disappear. They're going to be there. So right now, YouTube Studio, just like it did on Pixel 6 Pro launch, has yet another bug. This time it's a different bug. So right now, Android users running Android 12, they cannot clear comments from the people that follow them. So you're left with, did I actually make this comment? Am I following up with this person? You have to do it on desktop or use an iPhone. So that is a developer issue. And I challenge Samsung and Google to call out Twitter, call out YouTube, whatever app is lagging behind and obviously not testing. So the reason why Twitter looks so smooth here is because it's not the normal Twitter app. That is the Chrome progressive web app. So you log into Chrome, you can install it as an app, and it makes it run smoother. So this is an example of live messages that you can have on the Note. So anytime you take a photograph, you can immediately write a note on top of it. But what's cool about this, when you write something like this, so let me just write, this is a note. As soon as I hit OK, it's going to animate, and this is something I can send off to someone. That's just a cool effect. However, it starts to get more and more powerful from there. So one of the things that I do, I listen to a lot of music. There's times where my son is like, hey, play something or what have you. So I'll just go in and play one of the songs that he could not stop playing last year. And right from when I launch it and select it via the pen, I can actually use the controls on the actual pen to play, pause, skip tracks, go back a track. So very cool little things that I'm finding. And again, I've just scratched the surface. As I explore more of these functionalities, we're gonna get to a point where we'll see what happens. So again, very good functionality, very impressed. So here are some other things that you can do with so we actually have, create a note, view all notes, smart select, all kinds of different things. But how is it running games? So now we have the Snapdragon 8th Gen 1. This version has 12 gigs of RAM, and I recommend everyone get the Note to get at least the 256 gigabytes version because you'll actually have more RAM right off the bat. And what I found is in playing Genshin Impact, I'm getting about the same level of performance that I'm getting with most of the phones. So I want to continue to kind of see what we get from this video game in the sense that I want to create a baseline for us, in the year. So I'll have a follow-up. But as far as cloud gaming, everything runs flawless. So Genshin runs good, cloud gaming flawless. This was just a quick and easy first impressions of what I feel about the S22 Ultra. Sorry to call it a Note during during the video, but it's a phone that looks exactly like the Note 20 Ultra that has a pin silo. It's a Note in my opinion. So this was the engineer, this was my reaction, and as always, we're out.